How are we doing? As Mom's knocking stuff down. Okay. Oh, I want that. Hi, everybody. Don't know how this is gonna work. Well, trying to do this on my phone and it doesn't seem to want to work out. April. My dog says hi to everybody. Just because Mom's getting up don't mean you can take and show your butt. I'm trying to figure out how to get this chat thing to work. Okay, I can see everybody's chat. Now let's see if I can make people moderators. I'm trying to work out all the bugs. This is my first live, so this is going to be interesting. But I was going to talk about some of the pros and cons I've ran into with being off-grid. And especially if you're taking care of children or elderly. My mom, who is 69, we started this when she was 65. And in the process, we took care of my grandmother, who was in her 90s. And because we do not live according to society, we were robbed of taking care of my grandmother. Even though she grew up off-grid. That's how we learned a lot of the stuff we are doing now was from her. And a lot of people are also running into this issue with them having kids. Because people will call protective services on them because they have no running water, no electricity, no inside plumbing. But yet the Amish, they live that way and they raise their children. Another issue with us living off-grid is we are a mile from the road, and in the winter, we have to go in by either foot, snowshoe, dog sled, or horse sled to get our supplies in or out. Everybody thinks that living off-grid is an easy life. It is not. It takes its toll mentally, physically, and sometimes you have to take a step back to regain your focus, even out here. But you also have to be very aware of everything being off-grid, because the littlest thing can be a catastrophe if you get hurt. our biggest issue is our neighbors who think that they can bully us around because they have more money than we have. Hi, everybody. I'm still trying to work out the bugs on this. I'm just using YouTube Live, or yeah, and I don't know how to make anybody moderators on here on my phone, which I'm trying to do, and trying not to kick us all out of the live. I think I figured it out. I think that I figured out how to make everybody moderators. Hey, Kelly. Anybody showing up as a blue wrench yet? Well, there's one. Well, I got two. Okay. I don't know how I can unfix that, Bama. I mean, I don't have a problem with John. But I don't know why it will not let me fix that. I'll have to see if I can go back in and fix that, Bama. But what are your guys' thoughts on if you had to live off grid and being in those situations? As far as having to deal with children, and if you were having to live off grid or caring for an elderly person and living off grid. Okay, I fixed it for you, Bama. And Kelly, you want to check with John to make sure it's okay before I have you as a moderator? And let me know. I don't want to get you guys in trouble with him. And I don't want him mad at me either. But and if you watch some of my back videos, I was talking about earlier, it shows how a horse and dogs can be, as far as transportation of supplies and modes of transportation themselves. My dogs and my horses both pack and pull stuff. Hey, bees. And of course, when you have a little house dog, they can be yappy at the most inconvenient times. Mom's making refills. I mean, we have wood stove for heat, propane for heat, propane to cook. We also have a wood cook stove outside for backup if we don't have propane. We have hand tools as far as drills, saws, axes. What, Mom? We are stacked beyond the rafters. As you see, we have DVDs for entertainment, as long as we have power. We have a Victrola for entertainment, which is a hand crank record player, for those who don't know what a Victrola is. We have board games, card games. My mom crochets. We have 2 treadle sewing machines, so we can make our own clothes if necessary. I tan hides, which can be used later for clothing or other needs. Have lots of books to read. We do have oil lamps. Propane lamps. We have Coleman propane lights. We have the ones in the ceiling. Yeah, and we have the propane gas lights, kind of like the Amish have to use in their houses. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Michael G. Teresa. Coffee first. And whoever else I missed. Hi, Black Cat. Let's see what else. We have a chainsaw. We have a wood splitter, but I need to get a new motor for it because I broke it. We have 2 1935 wash machines. Yeah, we have a Ringer washer that is 1835 and an 1942 is the other one. 1935. The other one is 1935. Yeah. The wash tubs and the yeah. Then we have the old wash tub with the hand wringer. We just got 2 draft harnesses for the draft horses, and we are going to be getting a Studebaker wagon. It's made on an old Studebaker car for them to pull. Still working on the 86 Oliver tractor. These are all things that when you're living off grid are... I lost connection there for a little bit.
Hello?
Can you hear me now? Oh, what's going on? My service is acting up. Sorry.
May I ask who's calling?
Yes, this is Davey and Lewis on a recorded line with the Medicare Benefits Review Hotline, and I was giving you a call because it looks like you may be eligible for benefits.
So what else you guys want to talk about?
I already have that, thank you.
Okay, and the reason for my call is we review that, make sure you get the max on everything that you do have, and make sure you're getting everything that you qualify for.
Yeah.
It's a cost-free analysis, okay? I just need to confirm that you still have Medicare Parts A and B.
Yes, I do. I have Humana. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Water bathe and pressure cooker.
Acting up. Hi, Protective Sanctuary. We also raise rabbits for food.
And chickens and ducks.
Coffee in the evening. Propane tanks.
We have 101, but we
have 101s, but I can't win. In spring, we haul in water for not only ourselves, but for the livestock. During winter, they eat snow, or we boil water from the snow to give to them. Fine.
When we go to the dump, we shop at the Ashland Mall.
Yeah, Nana, my reception sucks out here. It's not really so much the reception as it is my carrier. I have Verizon.
No.
Because they bought out Total Wireless. So my cell phone companies went woke. Yeah, I only got 2 bars. Thanks, Black Cat. Even though Verizon doesn't want to cooperate. Though it could be also a combination of Verizon and YouTube. Just don't like me. Because they don't like us talking about truth stuff or how to be self-sufficient. I'm trying to find a different carrier so I don't have this issue. But I think they're all woke.
Yeah.
Maria, they try. Hi, Handy Prepper. Black Cat, I hear you. Nana, I don't freeze dry. We can, or we dry it in our oven. We canned squash. We did tomatoes too this year, right, Mom?
Mhm.
Tomatoes. I
Pickles.
pickles. I jerkied beef.
We canned chicken, beef, pork,
We canned beef, pork, moose, goat, which was interesting because it was the first time I ever ate goat. This year we're going to do rabbit, maybe duck, if they don't stop messing up everything. New crops I grew this year were maize corn, elephant grass, which can grow up to 15 feet tall, broom corn, which is what they make your straw brooms out of. What was the other new thing we tried, Mom?
Do you know what happens if you pour hot water over a banana?
You remember?
This is one of my favorite remedies to take just before bed. Bananas are high in potassium and magnesium.
Not offhand.
These two minerals improve the length as well.
Oh, the sunflowers. Well, we haven't even started our garden because we still got 4 feet of snow on the ground.
I got 6 inches last night.
Got 6 inches last night. But I did pick up a little 4-tier greenhouse for $11 at China Mart. Yeah, perpendiculars. I got 2 that the fox didn't get.
The Caribou Fire and Police Departments. Captain Daniel Raymond died in a car
No,
accident
coffee
yesterday.
first. For people who live in a city or small community where you're not supposed to have livestock, you can get into raising rabbits because they are quiet and they are considered pets in most. But one rabbit can give you up to 10 babies or more. And the fertilizer is good for automatically. You don't have to wait for it to compost to put in your garden. Nana, if you run hot wire fence low to the ground, it'll keep pigs out of your garden. Run it about snout high, and they get shocked with it. They'll learn. A lot of what we've done out here has been trial and error. If it don't work one way one season, we try it some other way the next. Right, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
And we tried the mag thing, and that didn't work out either. So basically, it's just me and Mom out here. Don't give up, coffee first. Try, and try again. And natural fertilizers are usually the best. And we also try to plant our gardens where if the rain goes to run, it runs into the garden, so it's less that we have to water, because we have to haul all of our water. Wild boar is good to eat. What's good for potato grubs?
I think ashes. So
If you have a wood stove, wood ashes are good to keep potato grubs away. Also, your wood ash is good to put on the bottom of, like, if you to keep. Got to think outside the box, Coffee. Maria, it wouldn't be growing in my garden up here. If they have nuisance deer, take care of them. But they have here. You can trap them too and feed them for a week, and then they become barbecue. If you trap them and you feed them for about a week, grain, it gets some of the wild taste out of them. Learned that when I was in Florida. Was it Lowell's up here is having a raised garden demo?
Mhm.
Was it tomorrow?
Mhm.
If you have a Lowell's near you, Coffee First, they might be having one as well.
Home Depot used to do it too. You could contact the manager and find out when they were going to do it, or request that they do stuff like that.
Yeah, you can contact your local hardware stores and see if they're going to do anything like that. Lowe's, Home Depot, or you can request them do it. Black Cat, you can do container garden.
Okay.
What?
I was watching, going through things on how you could tell if your phone is opening up crap that you didn't ask it to and eating all your data.
Oh.
And it just disappeared.
Okay. Black Cat, we did hanging cherry tomatoes, and you can just hang them by a window in your, if you have an apartment or whatever. We have them every year hanging all over the farm, so when we're working somewhere, we can just pick them off as we want and eat them as a snack. Nana, the only fertilizer I use is horse, goat, rabbit, and chicken manure. We use all natural fertilizers. Yeah, Black Cat, I couldn't live in a city either. The town that's close to us has 200 some odd people in it, and that's too much for me. We don't have cow yet. Thought about it. Kelly, I don't think we'll ever get organized. The more we organize, the worse it gets. Then if you use the horse poo, you have to let it age, because if you put it straight on, it can burn some of your crops, unless you mix it with other fertilizer. Goats can be a pain, though, Maria. Free range, they'll be on top of your vehicle.
And in your garden.
And in your garden. And on your porch. And they'll even try and come in your house.
Yeah, that's why we stacked our water behind our back door. They're coming in the back door.
I was trying to talk my mom into getting dairy goats for milk, but she can't stand the taste of goat's milk. Just the poo. Oh, and if you have rabbits and you have them where the bottom of their coop is open and you let their pile consume, you can also grow worms, earthworms, in their poo. It makes good worm beds. Rabbits are, you can have rabbits if you can't have farm animals. And their fertilizer and their manure, you can just take and put that right directly on your garden and don't have to wait it
Put it in a bucket.
fermented
Put it in a
or
bucket and
decomposed. You can just put it right in the bucket with your dirt and put your plants in there.
my light should be here from Wish today.
And like I said before, rabbits are quiet. There's meat rabbits. There's also fiber rabbits, which are the Angoras. Which,
Oh, we have a spinning wheel too.
oh, yeah, and my mom has a spinning wheel too. So I crossbreed my Angora buck with my meat rabbit does so I can get a medium coat on them so I can use their hide for to make like mittens and stuff with. That's our goal anyway. I think I'm getting this moderator thing figured out. There you go. But anyway, it's 12 o'clock here. I'm gonna hop off of here, you guys. Thanks for coming. And I have to go do my chores that I haven't got done because I've been playing around today. So, God bless everyone, and I will try and do another live maybe when we reach 150 wild hair and try and do one sooner. Love you guys. God bless. Beaverines.